Good morning. Okay, what else did I do? Oh yeah. Do not disturb. Don't disturb the lady in her palace, darling. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Woo. Happy mother-loving Sunday, Mahana. Hey, King God. What up, Tiffany? Hey, Uno Verse. What up, Miss Fergie? Good morning. Pretty Miss V, Tippy Deidra in the building. Hi. This hairstyle about to give out. Bitch, I gotta have this. Oh, God. This hairstyle gotta survive until Wednesday. Lord, I still gotta shoot with this thing. Hey, Penny. Hey, Empress. Hey, Troy. Troy, you haven't used your paragraph in a while. Hey, Kawan. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm over here getting my hookah going for the day. I'm scared to undo the jacuzzi because my dick out. And you actually might bear witness to the king, queen's royal pinier. Okay? I got the royal cake. That's La Bamba, and the royal pinier. That is Priscilla. Princess Priscilla is my penis's name. Amen. I'm over here trying to get these coals started. I done ran out of the good coals, so I gotta use the instant shit. But ain't nothing like cooking that coal in the morning and hitting that hookah. Shit! Today I got banana nut bread hookah. Sponsored by the Pink Veil. Fucking love them. As soon as I get a couple of puffs on this shit, I'll get started for the day. How was y'all's weekend so far? Give me one adjective to describe how your weekend has been. My weekend is good. It's fucking good. Okay. Is this thing lit? Okay, let's see. We need like two of them. Hey, baby boy. Hey, give me a kiss, eh? Ugh. He just does what he wants to do. Fulfilled. The courtside mom. Good to hear. Somebody said smooth. Good energy. Tiffy said blah. Ooh. Tiffy M said vibing. Veronica said relaxing. Good. I'm going to zoom in on my face a little bit just so that you guys don't see my dick. Okay. Not that that's a problem. Okay, so how's my weekend? Good. I have been just planning these home renovations that I have going on here. You guys don't have a very nice property, but what you do with the property can increase the value of the home. I have grown to learn. But I just want to, like, you know, have it look nice. I painted the decks black. That was like one of my first moves. But black shows a lot of dirt. You guys can see the dirt around here. I don't really like that too much. So I thought about, like, you know, putting a primer down, but I think I'm going to change it to burgundy. And the backyard needs a lot of work, and nobody discusses how much it costs to actually renovate some shit. And I'm a creature who doesn't have credit. Okay, I paid off all of my motherfucking credit cards off the gate, bitch. Okay, so that's the last thing I'm trying to do. So I've just been organizing those things this weekend. I'm just very, very thankful that I have a moment of relaxation. You guys know that my life is dedicated to the improvement of your lives through my psychic ability. And sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I'm grateful that right now I'm at a place in my career where I can catch myself before I fall too deep. So again, just to reiterate, a special shout out to all of my January clients. I saw over 300 of you. That's celebrity, private, as well as public clients. So I want to thank you guys for the reviews and the receipts. There is a contest going on that post where if you do comment a receipt that one of my clients dropped, you could win $100. I already gave $100 away. I gave $500 away for last week's contest as well, and I know it's gonna cause you to like watch a lot of that content, which I hope you don't have a problem with, but if you do, it's cool. You just won't compete this week in the weekly contest for Bootz. Okay, if you go to my website, everybody go to your programs, open up your programs. Oh, the breakfast. Okay, hold on. See, these instant calls don't do it. I need this shit piped the fuck up. I mean, let's get there, I guess. Okay, if you go to the tip jar, www.spiritsquad.org/tip jar, you will notice that my New Orleans trip is booked. And we do have a New Orleans Mardi Gras meet and greet on February the 19th. Woo! Oh, God. There's some people over there next door, and I think they just saw all my good done treats. Oh, well, that's the royal pastry and the Princess Priscilla. It is, and you're just going to have to deal with that. So, if you're going to be at Mardi Gras this year, come see me. Okay, February the 19th, dinner's on me, and we're going to have a nice Sunday dinner filled with ritualistic magic in these Bootz. So February the 19th, those have dropped on the website as of right now. I also do have private appointments available for your public consumption. They are very limited in the month of February. Your birthday is the 19th. Well, spend it with me. Come see me in New Orleans. We got a 4-bedroom house in the middle of the French Quarter. I booked it yesterday, so I'm really excited to go out there, and I'm excited to put on some more looks. Like last year's looks for New Orleans. I mean, you guys have been following me for quite some time. How did you like my looks last year? I thought they were very festive. This year I'm going for more Mardi Gras fashion. I have been, if you do follow me or you wouldn't be here. If you look at my Instagram stories, I've been into fashion lately. That Mugler fashion show, my God, and that Chaparella, Dave Chappelle, I mean, the fashion is going up right now. Hold on, I gotta find out where my dog is, because his ass will attack these people. Get over here. Get over here. I got my little remote. Come over here and speak to the people. Sit. Come here. Sir. Don't make me hit this button again. Come right here. Right here. Hey, baby. Hey, Booger Wolf. You're a good boy. Is that my baby boy? Is that him? Is that him? Okay, go. Go. But just know I got this thing on the tap, honey. I will tap this motherfucking thing, and your black ass will get beeped and zapped. Sorry about that. Just go. So, yeah, we do have meet and greet tickets available for New Orleans, February the 19th. I'm very excited. My travels have begun, and this year, every single month, I will travel somewhere different, okay? After New Orleans, it is St. Louis, so I'm excited about that. As we are prepping for a musical tour, I kind of want to get a preview of some of the spots that we're going to go to over the summer if we actually get this off the ground. I need a reading bad. Well, then you need to tune into a show where I'm actually reading. Today, I'm not. I am rendering Sunday inspiration. Not before I give you guys these announcements, though. So, again, code DREAM, that's DREAM, takes $15 off of all of your appointments if you do book. And the tip jar is open. Those questions will be answered tomorrow, okay? Y'all are telling me where to go. Where do you want me to go? I actually do want to go to Nashville, niche, excuse me. I do want to go to Nashville. I heard Nashville was actually not as country as I'm perceiving. I'm from Charlotte, so I can't really say too much anyway. You ain't got to say too much, but to look in your eyes, I can tell you what a fuck. And you ain't gotta call me your boo, just as bad as you wanna fuck. I wanna nah. Okay. Chicago, I visited there one time, and the wind almost knocked me to the ground. And I said, not anymore. I'm going. Excuse me for that country shit you just bared witness to. I really gotta fix this before that shoot on Tuesday. I will. Come back to ATL now. No. Ooh, yes. Now, can somebody do me a favor? Can you send me the meme where that motherfucker said, "Here we go again, yeah." That, "Here we go again. Here we go again." And he started screaming. I need that in my inbox. I need that. It was something else I needed too, but I forgot what it was. But if you do have any sound effect suggestions for the show, let me know. I gotta do something about this hair. Okay, so I just wanted to come to you guys for Sunday inspiration, as we always do. We have church, not church. Church. Everybody say church. Okay, we have church on Sundays after the morning announcements. And we do need to have a gospel selection, but I just am going to refer everybody to Kiki Wyatt covering Tamala Man. Tamala, that's the man, take me to the king. That's what I will refer that to. Tamala, that's the man, take me to the king. Kiki Wyatt is good with two things: pushing out fucking babies and singing her ass off. I mean, when you have that many children, how do you give time for all of them? You know, like, I mean, do they? I don't know. I felt extremely loved after I got adopted. I just think to myself, as an only child prior to her getting married. Excuse me. How can that love that I received be spread across 12 babies? You know? Now, another thing is Nick Cannon. He dropped some type of Super Ninja Turtle outfit that he had on. And they basically say he's the new superhero. It's called the Impregnator. That's what his superhero title was when he wore that Louis Vuitton superhero mask with that bulletproof vest and shit. But I'm gonna tell you what happens to Nick Cannon. You guys know I know Nick Cannon. I feel like Nick he gonna die. I do. Yeah, I know he has lupus, and that he's been going back and forth with his medical diagnosis and stuff like that. And I feel like on Nick Cannon's behalf, I think that he feels like his days are numbered, and I feel like he wants to populate the earth he wants to leave a literal part of himself before he goes. That's what I see when I look at him. So I don't look at him like I look at Keke Wyatt. Keke Wyatt just like being pregnant. Like, I mean, you don't have a platinum selling album. Like, how are you affording these children? It was a scheme that Todd set up. But that's really not my business. I really don't care. See. That's the thing about the instant cold. You don't know, 1 minute it hit right, the next minute it's too hot. Them other colds got some type of regulation to it, so you just gotta stack them on top of each other like Jenga. Okay, y'all don't know nothing about no my dick show. Y'all don't know about no damn Jenga. The fuck? It's 11:11. Let's go to God with a wish and a prayer, and then I will administer a word for you guys today for Sunday inspiration. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you for the love that we share as an audience. Thank you for the plethora of experiences I have as an individual on this physical plane. Allow my tongue to guide their lives in a psychic way that is beneficial to them. And if it's not, give them the wisdom to get the fuck out. I want to say gratitude definitely does define our aptitude. So I guess I'm going to come to you just with what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for my pets, my mom, my dad. I'm grateful for the abundance that I share with my audience as well as people in my physical reality. I'm grateful for knowledge and intellect and the ability to properly translate what I'm feeling into plausible words. I want to say thank you for the love that I do have in my life in hopes that I will obtain a romantic type of love that subsequents that energy as well. I want to say thank you for life, whether it is human life or plant life or any type of life. You know, having the ability to have consciousness is a blessing, and I want to say I thank you for that blessing. I know everything ain't perfect here, God, but allowing us as a leadership type of community here, a leadership type of audience here, to rectify the imperfectness of this community, we have a brilliant task that comes with the curse. We have to bear the burdens of others. And in order to do that, we have to be resilient. So I want to say thank you for the resilience that they haven't realized they have, the resilience that I've realized that I've had, and awakening us to our truest potential, God, so that we can help other people on this planet. Amen. Ashe, whatever you say, it is okay. Say it in the comment section. And let's get started with the inspiration today. I don't have a particular word. I actually went to God this morning and he was saying, see what the people need. So I'm going to ask you, what would you like me to minister to you about today? This can be anything from confidence to dropping people to, you know, things in my physical reality that I could potentially relate to you guys on, and manipulate that energy for you for your uplifting. What do you guys need? I'm opening myself up to you, just not my booty hole. And please don't tell my mama I showed my ass on this camera again. She said I went off my Lexapro, which was the reason why I showed my ass. And that's not true. I show my ass because it's funny. Just like this, looking like my dick. This how big my dick? No, my dick bigger than that. Happiness, strength. Okay, I'm gonna look away and then look back randomly, and then I'm gonna start talking. Hold on, listen. Okay, I see Mom It. She says being okay with setting boundaries with family members. I'm going to take that a step further and just speak on the aspect of boundaries in general. Boundaries, what are they? Boundaries are defined as the limitations in any regard, whether it's relationship, whether it is criteria or expectation that you set for the safety of your own consciousness. Boundaries to me have been something that I had to learn as an adult. As a child growing up in the orphanage, you learn that doing as they do and accepting what they bring to you was a way to get what you want. So therefore, after I got adopted, I was letting people do whatever they wanted to do. And in some regards, I still do, especially if they look good. Okay. Setting boundaries. First, you have to know your vices. Okay. My vices is light skin, broke, and finer than a motherfucker. Honestly. Once I see that and my trigger goes off, all my boundaries come tumbling the fuck down. With family members, I look at it a little differently as well because I am adopted, so I always have sought to appease my family members to my own dismay because I would allow myself and my boundaries to be bent just to see them proud of me, happy about what I'm doing, X, Y, and Z. But the notion doesn't change. Boundaries protects your spirit from compromise. Say that in the comment section right now. Boundaries protects your spirit from compromise. It protects your spirit from harboring or generating an energy that is not positive for you. In order to properly learn how to set boundaries, what you have to do is experience something that has pushed your boundaries. In the comment section right now, talk about something that has pushed your boundaries. Here recently, you guys know the situation with my family. Like, she wants validation on what the fuck I'm doing as to why I can't attend certain things with them when really in truth, your boundary, you have to experience something that pushes you to the point you're generating energy that you don't want to generate. Okay? When you figure out what that is, then you can start saying, okay, this is what I'm going to accept and this is not what I'm going to accept. Now, part of the problem is we do have boundaries, but we don't enforce boundaries. Okay, we say, okay, this is not going to happen, and you be kiki ha ha with your friends over here, but the minute somebody steps over your toes, you don't check them. It doesn't come with vigilance, but it does come with bravery enough to make yourself uncomfortable to protect what you are generating. Do you understand? So you can have all the boundaries in the world, but if you're not enforcing those boundaries, some people go to witchcraft as a cop-out so that you can protect your boundaries with witchcraft, which is not a bad thing, but you can't learn physically if you are so quick to get into your cauldron. You have to experience some shit. Do you understand? So, in terms of setting boundaries, again, I'm learning how to do this, just like I'm learning how to forgive. I don't know how to do that either, but I'm learning, okay? And what I've learned thus far is that it comes with an air of narcissism. Not that I'm better than you, but I'm not willing to compromise my energy for something that you bring to me for the simple fact of being assimilated or appeasing you. Okay, now as an orphan and adopted kid, that's hard because we live our lives trying to get a family. You know what I'm saying? So as an adult, I first had to learn that with my business. You guys know my prices used to be like $5 for 25 minutes of my time. And then people would end up texting me, randomly calling me. I'll give you a free session, would be on the phone for an hour. And it was all because I just had a fear of standing up for the boundaries that I set. Now, I ain't gonna lie and say that I ain't been ratchet. Oh, yes, I've been ratchet. But I will tell you that ratchetivity has not been elicited when a matter is serious. I portray ratchetivity and rage in a comedic fashion because I've learned that even that appeases you. You're entertained when I'm angry. So, in setting boundaries, first you gotta know what your damn vices are. My vice is good-looking men and family. Okay, if my family tells me that they're disappointed in me, I will try to do anything in my power to get back right with them. So that is causing me to break that wall that will, cause you to get pregnant. Your walls have come tumbling down. Pregnant with the energy that is not fulfilling for you. So going back to the initial statement, boundaries. Boundaries are parameters that you set so that you don't generate an energy that is not positive for you. In doing that, you have to be the enforcer of said rules. So not only are you the judicial system, you're also the Senate. You create the laws and then you enforce the laws, or the House of Representatives or whatever the hell. I've been researching politics, y'all, because I do feel like these honey buns that are almost discombobulated in my scalp are going to get in politics one damn day. So then the question is, how do you enforce your boundaries? You get somebody else to do it. You create an alter ego. Okay, I'm just take y'all there. This is what works for me. Again, I have over 100 alter egos located in my tarot deck. They're decompartmentalizations of my spirit. But what you are afraid to do, there's somebody within you that ain't. You got to figure out who that is. You got to put a name to that person. If you want to take the magical route, you carve that name out of that entity's favorite color. Typically, alter egos that represent protection are red or gray or black. So I would get a red, gray, or black candle, carve the name out of whatever it is you deem your confidence side on that candle. Let that bitch burn every time you need a little bit of oomph in it. It works. Somebody said my drunk self is my alter ego. Well, if you got to get drunk to stand up for yourself, I mean, I suggest you channel that energy in a candle and not get drunk. But it will do its job. You know, you're just channeling the energy of defensiveness. And to enforce your boundaries, you do have to be a slight bit defensive. And it holds to be true that people learn how to treat you, especially if you have something that you're offering them that is of value. I had to learn this. I had to learn in the 6 years of me being in business that my spiritual gift is a valuable resource. Okay, so much so that I raise prices, so much so that I won't take or see certain people, so much so that like you first you got to realize who you are and what you are toting. Okay, recognizing your vices, yes, but you got to realize what you are protecting. Because if you don't feel valuable, there's no way you're going to be able to enforce any type of boundary. Because you don't feel valuable enough to be enforcing them. I had to realize I was valuable. Everybody in the comment section say, I'm valuable. So in order to build those boundaries, what I need you to do is be very lyrical and very linguistic with yourself. And I need you to write down what makes you valuable. Then write down your boundaries. Then create an alter ego to enforce those boundaries. And then allow your life to change. Sometimes people hold on to situations. They hold on to people. They hold on to circumstances because they're comfortable feeling invalued. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Somebody say, talk about it in the comment section before I proceed. If you don't feel valuable, then how the hell are you going to enforce boundaries? You got to first recognize with yourself what makes you valuable out here. It's not just my psychic ability. It's who I am as a person. It's my generous spirit. I'm the baddest boosh. Okay? My hair laid, my nails done, and my teeth are typically white when I use that damn kit. Okay? I suck at love, but I'm getting better at it. You know? What makes you valuable? Tell me that in the comment section. Then, what are your boundaries? What are my boundaries? There are 13 of them located on my website right now. 13. All you got to do is go to my website and click the boundaries portion. My boundaries are different when it comes to people in my physical reality and my clients. My clients know my boundaries, or you don't call me unless you got an appointment. My boundaries also, you don't text me back after I give you a text message reading. A lot of you guys have been crossing that boundary, but a lot of you guys are new, and I'm kind of lenient on that. But I'm going to have to enforce it, because if I don't, I'm going to be compromised. My spirit's going to generate energy I don't like. Does that make sense? And I have to be right for you. A boundary of mine, too, don't come to my house without no invitation. I just had this lovely Hispanic individual come to my house about these trees because he quoted me 12 stacks, and I said, I'll pay 8. And so I'm going through Mike. Y'all know Mike is the hood contractor. Y'all know who Mike is. And he just comes to my house to try to get a second opinion. You just can't come to my house. I have private property signs all over my house for a reason. You don't do that. But I felt like it was a cultural difference. But he crossed the boundary. But he got fired that day. And on a Sunday? Who the fuck pop up on a Sunday? The only person that pop up is Jesus out the grave on a Sunday. Speaking of grave, honey, I had to dig a grave for that cradle I robbed. I had to dig a grave for that cradle I robbed. He didn't make it. That 19-year-old was too young. I was fooling myself anyway. I have a thing about falling for a fantasy. Do you guys do that? That'll be next week's word, falling for a fantasy. I fall for fantasies all the time. In my mind, I can make something that I know ain't gonna work in some weird, illogical way in my mind. And that should be a boundary that I don't cross with myself. Self-boundaries. These are boundaries that you won't allow yourself to cross because you know it ain't gonna be good for the energy that you generate. I won't allow myself to do coke. Even though I've been craving that shit, and I know I'm about to go to a land of chaos, that being New Orleans, I'm not going to do it, but I am going to get drunk. I am going to get drunk. You got to have self-boundaries, too. Well, how do you know what to set your self-boundaries in? Testing the limit. Hold on. I just crossed the boundary. I just crossed the boundary. I just crossed the boundary. You got to experience life. to know what your boundaries are. Okay? You have to live life. That's why I know I don't like no coochie. A coochie! I don't like no coochie. I don't like no coochie. That's not for me. Whew, that's a boundary. Woo, 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 woo! That's a boundary. You have to experience life to set boundaries for yourself. Let's go back and review. First, value yourself. Second, set boundaries. Third, create an alter ego to enforce those boundaries. 4, set boundaries for yourself. But see, I'm also a very rebellious spirit too. So if I set a boundary of 3 drinks, I know I'm going to drink about 30. Thank you, God. You know, something just came to me. This ain't... I gotta get it out. Hold on. I'm okay, baby. I know you coming to check on me. I'm okay. Sorry, that reefer is a boundary. You're at my boundary. Okay. I'm learning to live life so that you can learn to live life. I am not perfect. Okay, I think that a lot of leaders have this rap of not being human, and I've always, ever since Nicki Minaj said, I'm a human being, I felt that. I'm not perfect. I don't have this whole shit figured out. I just do have a perspective that has worked for me, and apparently it has worked for you too. I'm learning to live life to help you learn to live life. I love that. That's my notion for 2023. I'm going to add that to my speech when I start the show. What's up? My name is Bootz. I'm the Hip Hop Oracle. I'm learning to live life to help you learn to live life. Yes! I think it'll work. Anyway, I say that to say this. Recognize who you are and how valuable you are. And then subsequently, steps 2 through 4 will happen naturally. For real. See, I've always been an entertainer, but I just never felt like my level of entertainment was valuable. And it's not even the money that I put on it. It's just, I felt like I was always so different. I don't fit no category, you know. I'm a nigga and a bitch at the same time. I identify as, you know, this new age term of gender non-binary, and I'm black, and I like to wear flamboyant clothes. I mean, it's just, so when you're born into a world where you feel like you're ostracized, and quite literally are ostracized, it's hard to find value in what you provide. But I just always knew I was an entertainer and a performer. And the value that I have grown accustomed to is the value that you've given me. So thank you. I appreciate it. And hopefully through my gift and through the things that I provide, you feel valuable too. Just to reiterate, sessions are available for February. Very, very limited because I'm traveling. New Orleans meet and greet tickets just dropped on my website. They're in the tip jar. The tip jar is open. Your questions will be answered before tomorrow morning. I do not have clients next week, so do not expect a traditional live schedule next week. But I will attempt to be live once a day for sure. The week of the 6th, I'm back on my regularly scheduled program, but right now I'm catching my breath. And tonight, I am cooking deep fried octopus, chips, and shrimp with the head on. And I'm going to match that with my mother's chicken pot pie, and it's going to be great. Would you ever eat octopus? I don't think you would, but if you look at the way that I'm about to prepare it, I think that you would. If nobody told you this today, I fucking love you. Literally. Thank you for believing in me. I believe in you too. There's a lot of work going on, man, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting together, especially with this album. 2 shoots next week, and then it's anticipating New Orleans, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready for this. Why are you too small for me? I'd quickly give my trachea just to guzzle your sperm down in ecstasy. Lately I've been thinking maybe the dick's too heavy for me. Maybe I think I need to learn to come hands-free. They say you watch what you suck on, 'cause it might secrete. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'll drink the same tea bag. I am ready for D. Bye. Boundaries, set them.